Alright, so parabola video examples. This is the second part of video 2. We're going to do example 2. So just like we did in the first example, I'm going to take everything that's squared and I'm going to make sure it's on the left because that way it's going to match my form, my standard form, and I can see that my y is squared here, so we'll talk about what that means later. So again, literally just flip-flopping everything. So I have negative 4y squared plus 32y minus 69 is equal to x. Again, just flip-flopping everything across the equal sign. Alright, and then I'm going to move my 69 over to the other side, so negative 4y squared plus 32y equals x plus 69. Alright, we've got to complete the square on the left. Again, to complete the square, our leading coefficient has to be 1, so I'm going to factor out a negative 4. So negative 4 times y squared. So I factored a negative 4 from the y squared. I'm going to factor a negative 4 from this 32. So this becomes negative 8y. So finish completing the square. Take half of my y term, so that's negative 4. And we'll square it. And that's going to equal x plus 69 minus, because I have a negative over here in the front, so minus 4 times negative 4 squared. So again, keep in mind when we square negative 4, it's going to be positive, so it's going to be minus all of this stuff over here. So then I've got negative 4 times y minus 4 squared is equal to x plus 5. So if you want to pause right now and see if you get negative 5 when you combine these constants on the right hand side, go ahead. And then again, I need it to have a coefficient here of 1, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole thing and I'm going to multiply by negative 1/4. So when I multiply this negative 1/4 times that negative 4, I end up with 1. So on the left hand side, I've got y minus 4 squared, and on the right I've got negative 1/4 times x plus 5. Notice that I did not distribute this. This is how we want to leave our answer here so that it matches our standard form. Again, I'll put my standard form over here. It's going to be y minus k squared is equal to 4p times x minus h. So we did answer the question, but just a little bit of extra information to give you some practice. Once we have the standard form, we can find the vertex. So the vertex is hk, so h is negative 5, k is going to be positive 4, so negative 5, 4. And we can see that y squared, okay, y is squared over here, so that tells me that it's horizontal. Okay, and this coefficient here represents 4p, but since it's negative, that also means that p is negative. So since p is negative and it's horizontal, it opens left. Okay, and again, this coefficient represents 4p, so I know that 4p is equal to negative 1/4. So if I want to solve this for p, I'm going to multiply through by 1/4. So 1/4 times 4p gives me p, and then 1/4 times negative 1/4 is negative 1/16. Okay, and again, what this means is starting from our vertex, normally with ellipses and hyperbolas, we start from the center and then we use our distances a and b. This value p is kind of like that for parabolas, except we're moving from our vertex. So starting at our vertex, to get to the focus, I'm going to go to the left 1/16 because it opens left, and then I'm going to go to the right 1/16 to find the directrix. And you'll see how this works when we do the next examples with the graphing. So again, write down any questions. Feel free to rewatch the video and ask questions if you have any when you get to class.